Srikanth Kondapalli, who is in New Delhi. He is the Dean of the School of International Studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, sir. Now, what do you make of China describing their operations today as regular drills?
Well, these are pretty far away from the Chinese coast and within the territorial waters of Taiwan, and those 66 aircraft and 14 naval vessels, and the drones that they have been deploying in distant places, including in the east of Taiwan and close to Okinawa, the American base in Japan, and other areas. They suggest that this is simply not about only Taiwan, but also about US-Japan relations and their equations with China. So there is a larger thing happening at this moment in the Taiwan Straits and beyond. And it is acquiring a larger dimension because initially they mentioned about 4 days, and yesterday there were these exercises conducted, which are more intensive in nature. And that suggests that there is something up the sleeve of China in this area.
As we felt from our reporter before crossing to you, Andrew, it seems like there is this fear among the Taiwanese that the middle line, as they describe, will no longer be respected by China from now on, saying that this is the price that they've paid for Pelosi's visit.
Indeed, the median line has been disrupted long ago, but this is the area where they have been doing exercises in the past few days after Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan on August 3rd. So the signaling is important here that they will not abide by the median line. Although it was violated before as well by both the Chinese Air Force and the Chinese Navy. In fact, the Chinese aircraft carrier Liaoning had crossed over and had intruded into the Pasture Channel south of Taiwan and has gone up to the Miyako Straits, which is a very crucial strategic sea lanes of communication just south of Okinawa, the American base in Japan. So the effort actually is to go into the Pacific Ocean, and the new weapon systems that China is deploying are all meant for these areas. And most important, with the drone deployment closer to Taiwan, China is trying to signal that the next kind of warfare is mainly based on artificial intelligence, swarm drones, and other aspects. So this is going to be more critical.
Do you think that Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island brought China closer to bringing Taiwan under Beijing's control?
This is a pretext. Nancy Pelosi's visit has been a pretext because China has been mentioning about 6 no's, as President Xi Jinping mentioned in the 19th Communist Party Congress in 2017. And in the July 1st last year, the Communist Party's 100th anniversary, President Xi Jinping mentioned about breaking heads of those who are trying to divide Taiwan from China. So there has been a political escalation from China even before. And of course, there is the domestic political differences within China between different factions. The Shanghai faction, which wants to have more reform, opening up globalization and interaction in terms of technology flows and economic and others, which they are dependent on Taiwan for semiconductor industry, for example. And so there is the different factions arguing for different things. And the current effort looks like also a reflection of these political differences within China.
Okay. Srikanth Kondapalli, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour and sharing that insight with us.